Divine greetings and gratitude. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Thank you so much for coming back on to our YouTube channel, into our sacred space. Welcome back to the Saiyonan archives. If you are new here, my name is Nuna. I'm the seer, the poet, the witch, the oracle, the sage, the wise woman of the Saiyonan archives. I am the founder of the Saiyonan path, which is currently being developed now. And I'm super excited to have you here. Thank you so much for coming into our space, and you are so very welcome to dwell with us right now. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. As you guys can see, we do have 3 cards that we're going to be choosing from, as well as 3 corresponding oils that I have here laid out already in front. I'm going to go ahead and get some cards shuffling. I'm going to be working with the Mermaid Tarot, as well as the Enchanted Map Oracle, as well as messages from the mermaids. So that's what we're going to be doing for right now, as well as this Kipper deck that I have here. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if it's going to show or not, but yes, the Kipper deck that we're going to be using to pick a card. I am going to go ahead and allow you a moment. I want you to take a deep breath in and exhale when you are ready. I want you to really focus your intention on receiving whatever messages that you need to hear. When you do that, not only does it make it spiritually interactive, but it also sets the tone for our space, and also it helps you to receive everything that you do need. Should there be anything that you do not need, that does not resonate, please reserve that as a gift that can be given to other people in our soul tribe. I would highly appreciate that. Without further ado, I will allow you to choose your piles now. If you chose pile number 1 or card 1, you have Pathway. And I'm wanting to move these out of the way really quick because I want your piles to have front and center stage. So let's go ahead and move these out of the way. And the oil that we have here is Divine Feminine. So these oils will also be linked down in the description, as well as in the comment section. I would prefer if you went to the comment section though, because that's where the action is. So we do have the Divine Feminine Intention Oil, used for anointing in any ritual or ceremony concerning Divine Feminine empowerment. That's exactly the reason why this was created. And with that, you do have the card that is Pathway. So sitting with this for just a couple of moments, what it does feel like is that, ignore whatever that sound was. I still don't know what that is, you guys. I'm sorry about that. That happens every now and then. So with this, it feels like there's an entrance to something. Like there's somewhere that Divine Feminine is being led, or you are called to trust your Divine Feminine to lead you wherever this pathway is going, without trying to use logic to negate, to suppress, to I don't know why the word is also conceal or conflate, or not allowing your logic to cloud where your intuition is leading you. This is one of those journeys where you are going to discover several things along the way. You are going to discover things that you did not even know exist along the way. And this seems very foreign to, for some of you, it seems very foreign. It feels like you're just in this like enchanted place. Like it feels, I'm picking up on something very magical. I'm picking up on something that obviously is deeply transformative with the butterflies here. But I also feel like, but the word is emergence. That word has been coming out a lot recently. The word is emergence. And with these butterflies, it almost feels like you were in a space in your life where you were cocooned, or you were in a space where you needed to be isolated because you were either trying to find yourself or you were getting through something, and you more than likely didn't feel the need to go out. You refused dates. You were just in your own space because you needed to go or undergo whatever cracking you needed to go under because of where you saw yourself going or where you saw yourself headed. And even with that, with this pathway, what I'm hearing is that even though you were headed down a specific direction, for some of you, you're headed down somewhere else. You may have been wanting a certain job and you got it, and now you're just like, you know what, I got it, but I really don't think this is for me anymore. I'm gonna just maybe like work here for like the next couple of months and then I'm gone. It's one of those things where it just kind of flutters away. It's like, okay, I wanted the experience, I have it now, it's time for me to go on to something else because I feel like there's a higher calling. That's exactly what this pathway feels like, and I feel like this pathway is leading you directly to that. But it's going to take for you to trust your divine feminine fully, like fully, without apology and without trying to like negate. Some of you feel things very deeply and very strongly, but you deny it because you're not sure how to put words to it, and anything that you don't know how to articulate, you tend to just kind of toss out. That is a weakness because you can find the words along the way. One thing that I always told myself growing up as a young writer when I was in elementary school is that the words are out there, I just have to find them. And sometimes I would say, the words are out there, you just have to find them, or they will come to you. And here I was, this little elementary school girl, I'm being called to use this part of my life as an example. Even though I did not have the words immediately, I allowed myself to unfold, and I allowed myself to just open up to receive whatever words I needed to help me with whatever project or whatever paper I was writing or whatever I was doing in school. That was what helped me a lot. And sometimes I would hear these words and I didn't even know like really what these words meant until I opened up a dictionary, an actual dictionary. I was that kid. I would open up a dictionary or a thesaurus and I would look for words that were similar. I would look for synonyms, or I would look for an actual definition as to what these words meant. And sometimes I would even use context clues. It's so interesting that Spirit is bringing me to context clues because some things are not always so apparent. Some things you do kind of have to use your intuition and use that gut feeling to kind of guide you to find the meaning. Spirit is saying is that I want you to use your gut feeling to find the meaning. That's exactly what this pathway is doing for you right now in your life, and that's where it's leading you. You're going to find it along the way. I'm also hearing that your guides are speaking to you in ways that only you will understand, specifically because it's not meant for everybody else to understand. It's meant for you to understand. That's the reason why they're speaking to you in a code. I'm hearing that they speak to you in a coded language. Like the language is coded. I just heard something about it being like color coded, coding colors. You know how I'm getting a picture, you know those coloring books for children where they have the numbers on it and like each number is associated with a specific color, and then you do that and then next thing you know, it's like you don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but you can kind of imagine it. And it's not until you follow that guide, right? You follow the guide and then it creates the picture and then you say, oh wow, this looks really nice. Spirit is saying is that I really want you to work on just kind of fine tuning whatever you are doing right now. That's all I want you to worry about. We will give you the instruction. Follow the instructions you are given because we have seen the picture that you want. You may not be able to see the color in it yet, but if you follow your intuition, you will surely see the outcome in due time. Just trust it. Follow divine instruction. So I just heard something about like the freelance artist. You may be someone who's looking into artistry, or you may be a writer, or you may be someone who's wanting to do something over social media, or you may even be someone, oh, Page of Pentacles, I love that. You may be someone that is planning on launching something or some type of creative endeavor. I do feel like Spirit is saying is that you do need to follow instruction. Exactly. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands coming out. So this is a start of something very, very, very fresh. It's very entrepreneurial. You have the Hierophant here. You also, oh wow. You also do have, what is that? You have the Ace of Wands. That is so beautiful. I love this energy. This is really getting started on something. I just heard the word schoolwork. I don't know if someone's getting back into school or some type of research. I see someone kind of sitting down and doing some type of research. or getting like a plan going, you also have the Fool card here that's actually showing up right now. I've seen it at the bottom of the deck and I was told to pull it out. So I did that. Anything else? Oh, Ten of Swords is showing up very strongly. Okay. Spirit, can you please explain the Ten of Swords? Divine Mother, can you please explain the Ten of Swords? I just heard her say, like, it's as is. Also, the Devil card is explaining that, but the Ten of Swords. With this message comes the understanding that, again, this is 100% a new venture, but it must be something that you are 100% passionate about, and it's something that Spirit is asking that you do not put down anymore. It's one of those things where Spirit is wanting your full devotion to whatever this thing is, and the reason is because that's where the life that you want is heavily dependent on how much time you're spending with whatever thing. So if the fact that you have Divine Feminine here, this is about you becoming empowered and you being empowered to follow that pathway, because Spirit is honestly leading you down the pathway. Some of you guys are establishing your own system. With the Hierophant here, it's something that's very religious, and it just simply does not I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me pull the camera this way. Let's see if I can see it. With this Hierophant here, you're establishing some type of like routine or order, obviously, but this is a whole system that you're creating. And what I'm hearing is the words like governing laws, and you're writing things down because these things are going to outlive you. They're going to outlast you. You just have to be willing to be and immerse into the experience and follow divine instruction. Your spirits, God, divine source, mother, whatever you believe in, your ancestors, they are 100% going to guide you along the way. They are going to guide you along the way. They're going to give you information. You want to make sure that you're writing these things down, whether it be dreams, whether it be words that come through. It could be whispers. It could be smells. You want to document all of these things because they're all a part of your I just heard that they're all a part of your manuscript. I don't know if someone's writing a book right now or if someone is wanting to like document something like an autobiography. I'm hearing something about like an autobiography or and also like a bibliography. And then I'm seeing some type of like illustration. So someone is a writer, or there may be a poet. They may be a writer or a poet or a speaker, a public speaker, or someone who infuses that into their ritual, right? So in your case, you very well may be an entrepreneur, but you also utilize writing as a way to get your knowledge out, as a way to get out your wisdom. You want to be sharing your wisdom with the world right now, and you want to write down that wisdom. You may not believe that you are wise enough to do so, or you may not believe that you're qualified, but it's that mindset that keeps you not acting on the things that you're passionate about. And that's exactly the reason why Spirit is saying is that you, forgive me for sounding rude, but that's the reason why you feel like you don't have anything. It's because you're not taking yourself seriously enough. The fact that you do have here the Empress is someone, or is the archetype of divine creativity. Everything that is birthed comes directly from source, and it understands that. It understands that. It's this divine feminine essence that states, I will create because I am a divine creator. I have a strong connection to the water, to the earth, to the trees, to the grass, to the rocks, to the stars. I am the embodiment that weaves between the realm of the above and the below. I am the middle way between the stars and flesh. Like, I am the middle way between that. I don't know what the Empress, why I'm hearing I am the way, the truth, and the light. That's what I'm hearing with this. It sounds very biblical, but what this is you following your divine creativity, but you following divine instruction. I feel that even though the High Priestess is not here, or even though the Queen of Cups is not here, this is definitely giving me matriarchal vibes right now. This is giving me divine feminine stating, I'm going to come out, I'm going to share, but I'm also going to allow Spirit to guide the creative process, because I know that when I allow myself to surrender to this divine femininity, that I will be able to explain these things later on. Don't worry about what the whole thing is going to look like. Just know that you are being given divine instruction. Divine feminine, you are being given divine instruction. Follow the leader, which is which are your ancestors, which is your higher mind, or which is your higher self, or which is, you know, God, source, mother, whatever you believe in. And follow that and guide that. With the Page of Pentacles, with the Page of Wands, and with the Ace of Wands, and with the Fool card, the word may be like amateur. It could be like amateur, or it could be novice. But the funny thing is that you are not new to the craft, or you are not new to your craft. You're just trying to figure out ways to establish it. So you're maybe like in the beginning stages of solidifying something that you've been working towards all your life. Like, you've already got the life experience, you've already done so many things. Now you're in a space in your life where you're just like, okay, how do I get this solidified? What does the foundation look like for me? That's what I'm feeling for you guys. Oh my goodness. Whoa. I hope y'all saw that. Commitment. That's so funny because this card flew out. I know y'all saw that. The commitment card is here. Interesting. Wow. Commitment. Okay. So you have commitment here. Commitment is making me feel like you have to be so committed to the process that you don't let up on it, and you just keep going. Like, just keep going. There was an inconsistency that you had, in your past, I'm hearing. You were inconsistent at one point, but Spirit is just asking you to just be more consistent. You're wanting to see results, and you will see them. You just have to be consistent. Just don't worry about what he says or she says. Everything will merge. Just trust it. Make sure that what you're doing, you pay close attention to every detail, but that you are also in alignment, and that you are following your intentions. Like, whatever your intentions are, keep those intentions. Unexpected visitors means to me right now that these are people that you don't expect to show up and help, but they do anyway. They see what you're doing, they see that you're building, and they're going to help you. You just have to trust and keep your heart open to the fact that they will. Also, unexpected visitors, I see people popping up in your life. I see people popping up on your social media feed that you haven't seen in a while. I see people coming back around saying, wow, you know, like, I've been watching you, you know. It may come off as like a little creepy, but it's like they don't mean to be creepy. They're just saying like, okay, well, I feel like I'm just okay. I feel like I've been watching, like, I'm just so inspired by your journey, and you know, you just have to keep putting yourself out there. The universe is already there with you. Other people just need a little bit more time to catch on. Just show up as you show up. This is the pile of the seer. You are 100% the seer here. Whether you're male or female or however you identify, you are a seer, and you want to ensure that this thing that lights you up, that spirit, your guides are lighting the way. They are helping you plan, trust, and also with hope. Spirit, can you please explain hope here? Memories. See, memories is coming through. Memories is coming up is like in the past. You may have been thinking about something in the past, or like a past partner, or a past friend group, or a past friendship, something, or like a past something that happened way back in the day. What I am hearing as well is that with this unexpected visitor, with hope, it really does feel like this is something that you've been wanting for so long. Spirit is saying is that you're in the perfect conditions to receive that. I just want you to trust it. Even me as a seer here is not able to give you the full answer, because there's something that you will discover along the way. This is just simply the journey, and something is 100% being opened up for you. Are you going to take it? Are you going to go down this path? Is this the path that you choose? If it is, then a way will be lit for you. Spirit is lighting the way for you, Divine Feminine. Also, with this comes freedom, because you're a free spirit. This to me means that you have the power to create whatever you want. Some of you have a clean slate to create and to birth something. You have a clean slate. The void, you are pregnant with this void. You are the void that is pregnant with itself. Damn, that's so wild. You are the void pregnant with itself. I have to write that down. Do I have a pen here? I should have pens on my desk at all times because I'm a writer, so I should always have pens available. Of course I should, and of course I don't. Give me 1 second. And I got one right here. What did I say, you guys? I said you are the void pregnant with yourself. Damn, I've never heard that before in my life. Well, I've never heard it put that way. That's so interesting. Anyway, yes, you are the void pregnant with itself, meaning, oh, hold on a second, because the Ten of Swords, I can't believe that I almost get past that. The fact that you have the Ten of Swords here and the Devil, this is some type of like breakthrough and like letting things, like leaving things to rest. Like, it feels like this is really making me feel like you are not in the same conditions anymore. You are not allowing yourself to be a slave to anything or anyone. This is the freedom that you've been wanting. You just have to give yourself that freedom. You're breaking free from something. Someone has a really strong and heavy past, or like a really intense past, and they've had really strong encounters with death and trauma, and now they're in a space where they're experiencing the ultimate freedom. I have the freedom to do whatever I please, no matter who says what, no matter how they say it, no matter how they feel, no matter how they think. And it's out there now. Everybody's been thinking it, no one's been saying it, but now that I know it's within my awareness, now I really have nothing to lose, if that makes sense, right? Like, the only thing that I have to lose that were never mine to begin with were people's opinions, right? Were people's ideologies, were their thoughts and their feelings and their pain and their trauma and things that they're going through. It's not to say that you don't have to be compassionate, but it is to say that you can't be so selfish to take on their pain and yours too. And I'm not calling you selfish. That's just the way that the messages are coming out. And with that, that is your time. I love you guys so very much. Thank you so much for coming on to our YouTube channel. If this reading helped you in any way, shape, or form, let me know down in the comment section. I love interacting with you, of course. If y'all need anything from me, please feel free to visit me online over at the Saiyonanpath.org. If you guys wish to, you guys can also follow along with me on Instagram over at the Saiyonanpath and at Magic of Eden. I'm on Substack, where I do share writings and personal and intimate pieces of my poetry and writings and whatnot. I also will be including other writings, essays, and things of that nature that are relevant to what we're building. I will make sure to have the Substack link down in the comment section. And yes, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you in my next video. All right, if you chose the Purge and Banish oil and the main male card, you actually have two cards here. The people that chose the first card and the first oil only got one, because the divine told me not to overly, not to make it complicated. Source Mother wanted me to make it simple. That's the word. It was simple. With you, it's the need for you. It's a bit more layered. What I'm hearing is it's a bit more layered. This is not a reading that has really anything to do with the first pile at all. Like, this is so, the energy is so drastically different. So you have the main male and thief. Okay. I just heard the thief of joy, and they're trying to take your happiness. They don't want you happy. They don't want you whoever they is, spirit is not wanting them in your life anymore. They're wanting you to cut them out. They are not wanting them around you, because they are the ones that are causing, they're going to be the same ones causing trouble, because they within themselves are not at a space where they're healed enough to even be within the same vicinity as you. Like, they cannot, like, it's one of those things where you are so happy and you are so healthy. That light that you exude, that healthiness, that happiness, your life, your legacy, you're living your dreams, they cannot stand it, because there's something about you moving on from something that they themselves cannot understand. And because of that, spirit is saying they are not allowed to be around you. You have to be very careful. I mean, you know those videos like on Facebook and, you know, Instagram, whatever, how they have like those really long like spoons, whatnot, and they're cooking and they're like all the way out the window with these like extra long spoons, you know, like staying far away from the pot. Spirit is saying, I want you to use one of those to deal with them. Like, if you're going to deal with them, it's because you have to deal with them with a 7-foot pole. They are not wanting you to deal with them like that. My mom's calling me, but I'm like, I can't answer. Can I answer this? Okay. Give me 1 second. My mom's calling me for a second. Hey, Mom, I love you so much, but I'm doing a reading right now and I'm on camera. Okay, I love you. Bye. Okay, so, yeah, well, that was my mother-in-law, actually. I just call her Mom because, you know. So basically, yeah, they're not, spirit is not wanting you to really be around them because they're hung up on something and you have to stand your ground. It's interesting, yes, because you have the Queen of Swords here as well as the Hanged Man in reverse. I have to turn on my lights. Give me 1 second because it's a little too dim right now. Okay, I'm done now. Yes, so they definitely are hung up on something, and spirit is asking you to use your discernment. Like, truly use your discernment, because again, they're feeling something. They are, like I said, hung up on something, and they don't know how to let it go. And that is what's robbing you. It's robbing. Like, it's robbing. See, they're in defense mode. It's like they're defensive. Like, you can say something and it could be like, and you can say it and it could be real and it could be raw and it could be honest, but instead of them understanding, they'll jump to defense saying, okay, but, and it's like, okay, but nothing. I said what I said and you're not listening. Like, you're just gonna have to stay away. You're just gonna have to stay away, because I don't deserve to be in a space where I have to keep defending myself from you. And I'm not going to keep doing that, because I deserve to be happy. Exactly. I deserve to be happy. And with the 10 of Cups coming up here, it's like, you don't want anyone to accidentally come and try to take the things that you're building. You have the 10 of Cups here and you have the 10 of Pentacles. They're wanting you to truly, they are wanting you to stand your ground, and they're wanting you to keep them at bay, and they're wanting them to they're wanting you to purge. They, meaning your ancestors, your matriarchal line is coming to defend and protect you. Like, there's a matriarchal lineage of women, grandmothers, like grandmothers, aunts, cousins, you know, whoever else, you know, sisters. You know, you could have a partner who's the divine matriarch. You know, you could have a partner who passed on, who was a matriarch, or who was a feminine, or, you know, a female or a woman. I'm getting women. I'm getting just strictly women who's coming to protect you into your defense. Because it's something to do with like the matriarchal line, and they're not understanding. So you have, oh my gosh, see, exactly. I was just thinking about this card. I should have said it out loud. Oh my goodness. See what I'm saying? Okay, now you've got the High Priestess. Oh my God. You guys, you can't make it up. Exactly. The Queen of Cups is here. I feel like this is good. I'm not even gonna try to pull any more cards, because I feel like your message is what it is. You have the Purge and Banish oil, intention oil, used to break up, purge, banish, and exorcise unwanted energies. Anoint petitions, candles, and ritual tools only. Do not apply to skin or personal garments. Absolutely not. Because working with this oil is not to be played with. It is not to be effed with. It is just, it's one of those oils where if you are not willing to work your magic and leave these things alone and never to return to you, then this is not the oil for you. Do not use it. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't buy it. Well, don't reserve it, not buy, but don't reserve it. Just leave it where it is. Do not touch it. Like, just do not pass go, right? Do not enter the space. Tread lightly. Like, just, just watch where you walk. Like, just watch, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where you don't want to use this, because whatever exits your life, it is nearly impossible. I don't want to say fully impossible, but nearly impossible to get that back. You do not want to mess with that oil or the candle associated with it. So the reason why they're stressing this purge and banishing to you right now is because the people or the things or the energies in your life, in the sense, they are personified as thieves, meaning that they can just take and take and take. You could be someone who's like really wealthy, and someone's like trying to take from you because they know that you're wealthy. This could come in the form of identity theft. What I'm hearing is like identity theft from some people. For some people, for those who are like established, this is, I'm not wishing this on you, but that's just simply what's coming through. These things kind of sneak around and they don't say anything, or I'm hearing like the word leeches. Like this thief card, I'm not really messing with it much. But like I said, though, you do have a matriarchal lineage that is there to help you. The fact that you have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups here, like we stated, these are energies that are vouching for you, that are rooting for you, that are protecting you. You are protected by divinely feminine women. You are protected by the seers of your family. You are protected by the magical women in your family, whether they're Christian, whether they're witches, whether they're seers, oracles, whatever they may be. You are someone who is surrounded, you as the main male, as a main divine masculine energy, or this could just simply indicate a version of you that, like I said, is masculine, that masculine essence where you go out, you do, and you demand and you exercise your will and things like that. That could 100% be you being protected by the ones who see, the ones who can feel everyone's emotions, the sensitives. You are protected by the sensitive women in your family and your lineage. You are protected by the matriarchs. You yourself may very well be with a matriarch, and she is powerful. Do not deny her power. She is powerful beyond measure. Do not underestimate her. Do not underestimate this priestess. Do not, because she has seen things in life that people could not fathom. Like, don't. Like, she's not to be tread. Like, you have to tread her lightly. You have to treat her with the utmost respect, is what I'm trying to say. Do not disrespect her. She's to be respected. She's to be revered. She is to be highly revered, and she is just simply, I don't know why the Sahik is coming through from Avatar, the Sahik. Like, she's fierce as hell. Like, she's not. Like, she has a way with water, meaning that even though she may not come off as she does, you can feel the water within her if you pay attention. That's who's protecting you from these thievery. And don't worry, because anything that you lost will be gained back tenfold. You have the 10 of Cups as well as the 10 of Pentacles. They are protecting your riches. They are protecting your family. They are protecting your legacy. They are protecting you. You are protected. That's just what your message is. Purge anything that does not fit. Let it go. Get rid of it. Old clothes, old garments. Discernment. We talked about discernment. We said discernment. Like I said, discernment. Exactly. You have to use your discernment. Be very careful as to who you have in your life. Also, the High Priestess is coming up as someone who's layered. You guys have free spirit like the last pile. You have discernment. I also want to raise a caution too. The High Priestess and the Queen of Cups is also coming through as someone that you're purging, or people that you're purging, or it could be this lack of divine feminine understanding. Someone struggling with their own divine feminine, and so with you, they have to. It's like they're projecting that onto you, or maybe onto your partner. I'm not really sure, but they're wanting you to get rid of that. Right? They're wanting you to get rid of whatever would cause dysfunction and disharmony within the matriarchal lineage and just with your life in general. So you have discernment, free spirit, and mystery. Exactly. This mystery here, there's more to this High Priestess than what people would think. It's passive, but it's very active when working its ritual. Do not be fooled. Just because she does not say anything does not mean she does not know. She's not stupid. She's wise, and she knows when to speak. She knows when to speak. That's just kind of what magic that flew right out. I know y'all saw that. I really hope that y'all seen that, because that definitely was magic. That just came out. And there's magic in these things. Like, there's magic in like these moments. You can also use magic to exactly coming apart. You can use your magic to gain something here. Just put a lock on your accounts. Lock your social security number. You're wanting to just like lock it away because you don't want people stealing your information. Just be very careful. You want to write your passwords down on a piece of paper and hide them. Like, you don't want to. This is what I'm hearing. Start writing things down on actual paper. That's just an actual an additional message coming through right now. So yes, that is what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing. The fact that you do have the Six of Wands here, you're also showing up. You're leveling up as the patriarch. I'm trying to tell you, you are the one that interpret. Like, you don't interpret the will of Source Mother, but you are one that gives it form and shape. So when you take the wisdom from Divine Feminine, and yeah, like when you take the wisdom from Divine Feminine, you apply it to your life, and then that's how you set the law, is what I'm hearing. But they are definitely wanting you to purge and set a boundary. I don't think these are needed right now. You have spark and coming apart. Exactly. There's something in your life that is opening up, that is becoming more fruitful and more plentiful, and you have to come apart from anything that is going to wreak havoc or destruction. You want to come apart from that. You want to split apart from that. Even though the coming apart card is about, oh, you know, you're breaking apart from something, you're splitting, and yet, you know, whatever, my intuition is letting me know, and what Spirit is telling me through my intuition is that this means that it is a confirmation of the fact that you yourself are purging things that just simply do not fit what you have going on, because anything could come in and suck the life out of what you're doing and building, and you don't want that kind of energy in your life. Instead, Spirit is saying to purge it. It could be purging, you know, parts of your own, you know, your own habits and things like that, right? It could be something that you're purging within yourself, right? Old stagnant energy that's keeping you locked in, that's keeping you trapped, and you want to come apart from that. And trust me, this coming apart is a good thing, because once you decide to come apart from all things that just don't serve you, and that, you know, that drain you, that suck the life out of you, you'll start to see yourself come back to life again. But there is a spark of something. Also, you're entering something new here, is what I'm hearing. And that is it. That is all. That is your message. I hope that this reading made sense to you. I hope that you got what you needed out of it. If you need anything from me, please feel free to visit me online over at the SaiyonanPath.org. You guys can also follow along with me on Instagram over at the Saiyonan Path and at Magic of Eden. I'm also on Substack now, so you guys can follow me or subscribe to me there, where I share my writings with you guys, my most intimate writing pieces with the collective, as well as anything else that is needed over there in that space. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you in my next video. All right, if you chose the third card, which is High Honor, you actually have two cards with the Spiritual Protection Intention Oil. And it reads, used to protect against bad vibes and unseen malevolent energies, anoint to ward off future and potential attacks. This is the continuation of pile number, or card number 2. This is a continuation of that. So you have High Honor, and then you have Change. Wow. Immediately, I'm getting a feeling that for some of you, you want to protect yourself, your space, everything that you're doing, because of where you're going in life, and because of what's happening, and because of the changes that are going on in your life right now. And what you don't want is that sneaky energy, or that, you know, those, you know, funky energies to be lingering, like a bad odor. I'm hearing like bad odor. It's like a really bad odor, where that bad odor follows you, and it's like you don't want any bad odors following you. for some people, I don't know why this could be pointing to like a detox or, you know, drinking something that's going to help your insides. But, you know, it could be as literal as that, or it could also be as symbolic as you don't want the odor and the stench of someone else's unhealed energy to linger with you, and you want to protect yourself from that, to linger onto you. And so as someone of high honor, you want to make sure that you yourself are protected. Like, I don't know why I'm seeing like bodyguards or having to set your intention for your guides to literally protect you as you do this work, because of what you're getting yourself into, because of who you are, because of who you're becoming, because of who you see yourself being. And that is someone of reverence, someone of high honor, 100%. The fact that you do have change here is that nothing is the same. And people, if they cannot accept that, then these are the people that you want to protect yourself from, because not everyone understands the power of change, because they don't want to, because they want things to be the same way. They don't understand change. They don't understand the power of change. They don't understand that this universe is patterned. Like, this universe is a sequence of patterns, and we see those patterns and we are those patterns, but people can't understand that. And then things are always going and going and going and changing, right? Change is the only constant thing in this universe. We know that, but they don't, and they don't understand it. And that's why you need to protect yourself. That's why Spirit is saying, I want you to protect yourself. I just heard boss mode. Yep, boss mode is coming through for whatever reason. I kind of snuck at that card. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles here. They're saying for you to they're saying for you to take care of your body, to take care of your internal, like, I'm hearing with this Queen of Pentacles here, to take care of your internal, your insides. They're saying do not go anywhere without saying your prayers of protection. They said do not go anywhere without prayers of protection, and they mean it. They do not want you going anywhere without protection. I'm also seeing that I just heard the words a broken family. Yeah, they're saying a broken family for some of you. It's some type of like a broken family. So they could be wanting you to protect yourself from a broken family, or someone or several people who are in a space where they don't feel safe at home or complete within their own space. And because of that, they are wanting you to be protected from that. They're not wanting them around your space. I'm also seeing that when it comes to certain friend groups, and when it comes to like certain people that you've communed with before in the past, that they're wanting you to set a boundary with them. They are not wanting them to be around you right now because they have things that they're dealing with. This is so interesting because it's truly coming through from the second pile. Like, the second pile was, I can't remember everything it was about, but it was about like purging people and things that obviously aren't serving you, but also that are draining. And I feel like these friend groups or these old family members or the people that were in your past, they were draining. And if you don't protect yourself, if you don't set those boundaries, if you don't know and trust and have conviction in your words, then they will plague you. Like, you have to be willing to set that tone, set that boundary. The fact that the Queen of Swords is here, you are not only protecting yourself, but you are protecting the world. You are protecting your world. And they have to understand the fact that you do have several divine feminine energies here with the Queen of Pentacles, the Star card here, the Queen of Cups in reverse, the World, and the Queen of Swords. This is one of those things where divine feminine is truly taking the cake here. Like, divine feminine is like, I am the highlight. What I say goes. Whatever divine feminine tells you to do, you want to listen to that, because it's something that she sees. It's something that it sees. Like, the divine feminine sees it. The divine feminine is protecting you, but she also holds you to a higher standard as well, and you must hold divine feminine to a higher standard. Whether that be the divine feminine within yourself or someone else, they know. The fact that the Queen of Cups is in reverse here is the fact that whoever you may have been dealing with in the past, or with whoever may be around you, or, you know, they may be around you currently, they are dealing with mommy issues. They're dealing with daughter issues. They're dealing with things within their own maternal lineage and within their own maternal line. Unfortunately, this Queen of Cups here is not showing up as a mom. Excuse me, because they don't know how. And they may have said things that are very hurtful to you, but they don't know any better, unfortunately, because all they know is that they want out. With the Star card, it's showing up as, I want out. I want something different. I don't know how to do that. And not only that, funny enough, they see you as someone of a higher, they hold you to a higher standard. They understand that. And it's hurtful and it hurts their pride and their ego, but that's not your fault. You're here to be the one. Like, not saying that you're better than them, but you're just simply there to be the one. Like, you're there to be the one that sets order. You're there to be the one to use your discernment to say, this is really what the truth is. This is my truth. I'm not saying that this has to be for you, but I'm not going to allow my truth to be diminished because you don't get it. And unfortunately, because of that, I have to protect myself from you, because you're not understanding, and we can't have that kind of connection. Why? The reason is because with the Ten of Pentacles here, at the end of the day, there are things that I'm trying to grow. There are things that I'm focusing on, and I want to create the world for myself and my family. And if you are not going to understand that, there is nothing for us to talk about. Not to be selfish, but if I allowed myself to listen to all the negative stories you keep saying, if I allowed that, I would never be up. And I myself wouldn't be setting a boundary, and which means that I'm allowing this type of energy into my life, which means that I don't value my own energy. And because I do, I have to set that boundary. See, with spiritual protection, you're setting a boundary. And for some of you, you're setting a boundary using only your words. You may have had a telephone conversation, is what I'm hearing, with someone. You may have had, a text exchange, but at the end of the day, only feed into what you know is going to, I don't know why the word is lucrative, to be lucrative. It's not to turn you into a transactional beast here, but what it is to say is that you have to be so convicted in what you know that people are not. They know how to approach you, and you have to set the tone. This, to me, is setting the tone, and you changing the way that you do things, and you changing that approach, saying, this is who I am regardless. Also, the Ten of Pentacles here, this is pointing me to ancestral energy. So there's something dealing with your ancestors here who they want you to do things differently. And the more that you have conviction, and the more that you follow your intuition, the more that you rewrite their stories. Not even rewrite their stories, but the more that you bring clarity to them, the more that you bring healing to them. It's so interesting because I remember I wrote a poem, and I remember saying, I think it's actually, it's in the new book that I'm writing, which I'll share details on that later possibly. But I said something along the lines of, you are their stories continued. Right? You are their stories continue. You are your ancestors' stories continue. They live within you. They live within your blood. We know that. So there's something very deeply rooted and ancestral that's happening that you could be remembering right now. This Ten of Pentacles is bringing me to remembrance, and it's bringing me to ancestral riches. Like ancestral riches. It could be land. It could be anything, gold, heirlooms, or whatever it may be. But yeah, it's something dealing with like this ancestral assets, like ancestral assets is coming through right now. You could be coming across that. Mark my words, just be open to it. You 100% could be. This is you protecting those assets. This is you protecting your family lineage. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Star card, this is you being focused and staying rooted and grounding yourself and creating and nurturing whatever it is that you hope for the most. You be consistent and you do that, it will come. It will come. Before you decide to go into, oh, you may be having to go somewhere like short distance travel for whatever reason, keep your eye open on that. Make sure that you have gas. Make sure that your car is good. Make sure that everything is fine. I don't know why I'm hearing like your vitals. Check your vitals if you can. Check the vitals of your car, if you will. Like you may need like a tune-up or check your tires or something like that. But there could 100% be some type of short distance travel that you may have to take. Just be open to that. Don't deny it. Don't say no. Just, all right, get it done. You can say whatever you want to say, but I'm hearing not to say no. Also, with the Chariot card here, this is your permission slip. The moment that you decided to just simply have conviction and not allow anyone to tell you what to do, how to be, and you protect yourself from that, that's when you'll start to see things moving forward a lot more smoothly for you. I am all about empowerment. The fact that the World card is here, this is one of those things where you want to go into this with the intention or the expectation that you are abundant. %. There's so many different ways that we can think about this, but that's just simply the way that I'm being called to think about it. Peaks of joy. You have the commitment again. Well, not you again, but that that card has been coming out. No matter how well I shuffle this deck, it just comes out. Dang. That's so interesting. The same cards just want to come out. There's a common thing. Wow. That's so great. There's a common theme with you guys. With all the piles. Anyway, so basically, moving forward, moving on, we have peaks of joy, rescue, commitment, and intention. So basically, yeah, everything that makes you the proudest, that's what you want to be committed to. Rescue, this is you coming into like, I don't know why I see you coming into someone's defense. Like, I don't know why this is bringing me to defense. You have intention here and commitment. Keep your eyes on what you want only. Only keep your eyes on what you want. You are not selfish. Whatever it is you want, it could be anything. Keep your eyes on that. No matter what anyone else is saying, I don't like this 3 of Cups in reverse. I'm just going to read it as it is, whether it's in reverse or upright. I don't like the feeling of it. It makes me feel like they have hidden intentions. Whoever they are, they may have a hidden agenda or like a hidden intentions. It's the animalistic side of humanity that you may be seeing with these people. You want to make sure that you're clear from that. You've seen enough. And you've said enough. Also, with the Queen of Swords coming out here, use your words wisely. You don't have to say you don't have to say much. Feelings. Okay. Support, re-energize, communication, and positivity. So basically with these, spend some time to yourself for a little bit. Stay home for a little while. Eat fruit. Eat highly energizing alkaline food right now. Support. It's so funny. You have the power of 3 here and then this 3 in reverse. Support. I feel like what I'm hearing is like a support group. Like I'm seeing like a support group of friends or like a support group that you can talk to. You yourself could be creating a support group for people to uplift, to motivate, to inspire them. That's what I feel. They feel energized at your presence. They're able to express their feelings to you. You are the one that's creating a safe space for people to dwell in so that they can get their feelings out, so that it can help them out in the world. right? And I feel like when you re-energize spending your time, you know, alone and whatnot, you can show up better for people who need you, right? I feel like this is one of those things where you just have to allow yourself to spread positivity, to protect yourself from anything or anyone that does not allow you or create room for you to express your creativity, to express your positivity, to express your light. I love this part. I love this for you. Communication. You have the gift of communication. Spirit is asking for you to use it. Take whatever approach you do need. And that's the let me just see if there's anything else that Spirit had. Okay. Gentleness, exactly. And last card, acceptance. So the fact that you do have here acceptance, gentleness. Yeah, gentleness and acceptance. This to me is that you may take a more gentle approach when it comes to communicating. Trust that. Be firm when you need to, but be gentle when you need to. Also, take your time with yourself and the people that are around you, being like your immediate family. Like, take your time. But also you have such a strong way of being protective, but also you as a masculine being, like, this is masculinity protecting in the softest, most gentle way, but protecting the space that you're already in. It could be your partner that you're protecting right now. Listen to their feelings, love on them, kiss on them, give them lots of hugs and reassurance, and just obviously accept them for who they are, but also accept everything for what you cannot change. And just keep up with your positivity. Just be positive, okay? Be positive. And that's your protective message for now. I hope that this all made sense, and I hope that you love, or that you appreciate what you heard. And I appreciate love you. Thank you so much. I'm really glad that we were able to spend time today. If you need anything from me, please feel free to visit me online over at the SaiyonanPath.org. Also, you can follow along with me on Instagram over at Magic of Eden and at the Saiyonan Archives. Psych, the Saiyonan Path. And make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel because I plan on giving a lot more videos and doing a lot more videos. I'm also on Substack. You guys can follow along with me or subscribe over there. I'll leave the link down in the comment section. I share things that are intimate, my poetry and writings and essays that are relevant to what we share in that space. If there's nothing else that I can help you with, I love you. Take care, and I will catch you in my next video.